Hello, this is Team Fairness. Um, I was thinking about Philip K. Dick, and he wrote a book called The Simulacra long ago. And then this was later, they the idea of a simulation became well known by everyone. And I've been giving it some thought, and I made a post on the website. Is our world sometimes a holodeck world, like on Star Trek? So the idea would be that the extraterrestrials that have this technology with AI, they can create this simulation in our mind. So they make you think you're seeing someone in a different form. So people can change form in your mind. They look different. You see someone, and then there's some issue going on, and then you see them again, and they look different. It might be someone you know and you didn't know it was. It's like they're hidden with this simulation, with the hologram world. Uh, so would this actually change the world, or could it? It possibly could. So the possibility would be that it changes all of reality. And so then you start wondering, well, where did the foundational reality go? Is that a problem? Would you get lost and trapped in that simulation world that's created by AI of extraterrestrials? So this has been going on before humans came up with AI, but maybe because we're creating AI, it's becoming enhanced here locally on planet Earth. That's the other possibility, that this is only a local change in reality, so that the single waveform of reality, would change in a certain place, and the change is caused by the machinery of AI. So, if you ever saw Tommy Knockers, Stephen King, the video, the movie, it was like that. So the guy who figured out the aliens were changing things magically here, he was able to destroy the machinery, and then everything went back to normal. He was the hero that saved us from being defeated by aliens that were trying to defeat and take over planet Earth. At least that's my memory of what it was about. Um, Now, if they just changed, say, planet Earth, then there would be a boundary where it's the end of the change. So if you go through this boundary, you might feel the sensation. I'm remembering being shown a dream now. That's why making these videos or telling someone about my inner world experience is so valuable, because I remember stuff that I would not otherwise remember. In this dream, I remembered it was like it was dark. Everything was dark, and a guide shows up, seemed very friendly, like someone I knew, and I was working with him, and he took me through this boundary, and there were people that I couldn't see anyone. It was so dark, but I could sense where they were, and I would approach where they are, and I would heal them. I had this power to heal them from something. But I was taken through this boundary repeatedly, so I got used to the feeling of it. I'm wondering. So I have had many, not many, I would say several several experiences where for example, I'm in a restaurant. There's four people. I've never seen them before in my life. I can feel something changing. And I look back at those four people again and I think I know that person. And then it's like right before my eyes, they changed into four people that I know. And then I've seen that more than once. So I've seen people that are just ordinary appearance, and then in a different form, in a different um, simulation, they're just gorgeous, fantastically beautiful. And my spirit connection or connection to extraterrestrials, telepathic, um, one of them is lying to me at night, and I'm really annoyed by it, telling me horrible stories about things that are happening, and it's not true. So maybe there's some benefit from going through that experience. I'm learning to see, to just not pay any attention to deception, just ignore the deception. Here again, this kind of leads toward ignoring the deception of the simulation of the holodeck world. Now, in Star Trek, the holodeck was capable of making this simulated world that was very real, and the people could go on a vacation inside the Enterprise in the holodeck and experience whatever. So this is something very appealing to a lot of people for pleasure or for some kind of pleasant experience, maybe some kind of astonishing experience. My extraterrestrial friend told me this is what the war's about, because they told me to declare war, and then I get blamed for declaring the war that somebody else caused. They're the ones that messed up the machinery of the universe, or of a local area of the universe, and they became trapped. I was told this in a dream. They became lost or trapped in a world, and it's not based on physicality. So they had to control us on planet Earth because we're physical beings, material, energy. And they don't want us to get free. They are really desperate to not let us get free of them. And I was told that I would guide them out of that trap. And I had no idea how. They're telling me now that I have an announcement to make, and I don't know what it would be. Maybe it's the new website. It might be something else that hasn't happened yet. This probably hasn't happened yet. So I've realized that the guidance, as far as I can tell, it's about the World Fairness Agreement. So we're struggling for position as humans, to who is the most important, the most powerful, who is ahead, who is behind. And people lie about other people to get ahead of them. Some people are very unfair. I'm not going to use the word unethical. That's too complex. I like to keep it simple with just unfairness. So they're unfair people, and they do other people wrong. And I've been done wrong in that way. Probably all of us have. Probably even the people that lie about other people to get ahead of them have had that happen to them. So we're like in this horrible world of unfair people. And it's what we need to get free of killing each other is to, I will agree to not do anyone wrong, and we need to get everyone else to agree to not do anyone wrong. And nobody's ahead of anyone else, and everybody counts the same. Nobody's more important than anyone else. My extraterrestrial friend tells me that I'm supposed to be the king of the universe. And that's why things are messed up, because I'm not the king of the universe and I'm supposed to be. And because people have lied about me or whatever, or confused me, or they're telling me that they're damaging the brain. They've harmed my brain through their confusion, through their lies. And this is validated with narcissistic abuse on people, that they're finding out that it's a type of brain damage from the stress that's caused on the person. So now, if I'm the king of the universe, that's not what I just explained, that nobody's ahead of anyone else. We all count the same. Well, the way I make sense out of that, if I am the king of the universe, I'll say, hey, we all count the same. Nobody's in ahead of anyone else. And all we need to do is stop doing each other wrong. And I'm included in that. So I decree that I'm the same as everybody else. Well, that's probably why they're telling me that I'm the king, because I've already thought this through and came up with this conclusion, that we all need to stop doing each other wrong. And the World Fairness Agreement requires that the religions and the governments and the people do just that. So we're not taking over the world. The world is what we are, and we're just realizing that. Another thing that's kind of perplexing is something that I discovered at AA, and they're talking about getting free of the bondage of self, and they're saying we had to have a power greater than ourself that has all power. And then I have a dream that I'm Betty's self. In the dream, I'm changing the name, so it wasn't really Betty. I am Betty's self. So she has a power greater than herself. So I become like a punching bag to people that they own their self, and they project that onto me like I'm their self that they own. And they don't ever do anything for their self. They're selfless. So they keep betraying me over and over again. And I just was looking online for some info on this, and it's the wording of the thing. You've heard the idea that we are our own. We own it. So there's something to that word own. We are our own enemy. And the way it's worded on the page that I'm interested in, our self is our greatest enemy. Well, I'm their self that is their greatest enemy. Okay, now we're getting some traction. So if I have more power than them, if I'm the one with all power, and they've been doing me wrong, then I'll put them in eternal hell. And I won't let them out until they stop doing me wrong. Then I can forgive them and let them out of eternal hell. And it's still there, created by extraterrestrials, because I'm an atheist. And so probably the most harm done to me throughout my life came from religions. They say, people, or just humans, a lot of us think that religion is the major cause of war on planet Earth. This is what the World Fairness Agreement is about. To change that so the religions stop being tribal war religions. And all they got to do is agree to stop doing other religions wrong and other people wrong that aren't in their religion. It's very simple. So like with the Quran would have an afterword to the Quran because the later material in the Quran supersedes anything written before. So after the end of the Quran, somebody can write, maybe Allah will grab them by the throat and make somebody write it. The afterword, that we're in this world of fairness now, that all of us will accept the terms of the World Fairness Agreement. Have a great day. We all count the same. I'm not ahead of you and I'm not behind you.